If you're anything like me, you started in real estate as a way to make some extra money, right? You said, hey, like this looks like something that I can do. I like to talk to people. I like to, I like real estate. I like making money, right? So about 8, 9 years ago, as I was getting ready to retire from the police department, I had some friends that were real estate agents. I said, hey, let me get my license as well. All right, and I started brokering real estate. Okay, I got some listings, I got some buyers, I had a good time, met people, made some money. It was doing good, and then my wife and I said, all right, well, you know what? It's time. Everyone's changing schools. Let's get out of here and let's go to a warmer place, right? So we moved down to Virginia, where it's a little bit warmer, close enough to get back home to New York if we have to, but uh, good place. So we came here and I restarted. Okay, I started with nothing, no people, no network, no nothing. And what's the number one thing that you need when you're investing in real estate? You need leads, all right? You need leads. And so I started reaching out and I did Facebook leads and I did direct mail and I did Google and I went to meetups and groups and I got really, really nothing, okay? It was really frustrating. I spent a lot of money and really got nothing, right? Why? Because I was doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I was cherry picking. I was doing, shiny object syndrome. So I said, all right, I'm going to go in and direct mail. So I went and did a batch of direct mail and it worked. All right, I like direct mail. I don't do direct mail so much right now, but I like it. I wholesaled a couple of deals, bought a house, did pretty good. All right, our last one, we wholesaled a house out in Suffolk, Virginia. Okay, right from direct mail, guy called me. I got your letter. I said, all right. Um, what do you want? He's like, well, can you meet me at the house? I met him at the house. We drove the contract. We went to closing like 8 days later. I relisted it, didn't touch it. All right, wholetailed it, made some decent money, made $20,000 off that postcard. I said, all right, now we're cooking with gas, okay? I took half of that money. I took 10 grand. I took it and I put it in direct mail and I said, we're gonna hit this out of the park. And you know what happened? I sent 10 grand in direct mail and I got zero phone calls. I didn't even get anybody calling me to tell me to like stop sending them letters, okay? Like, all right, you want to talk about letting the wind out of my sails? I'm like, oh my good, now what? Like I just took half my profits, and that's I still got to pay tax on the rest. Like what's going on here? All right. So then I said, all right, I don't have another 10, 15 grand to start putting in direct mail. All right, direct mail works, but you have to just keep doing it. It's a big business item, right? Not a solopreneur thing so much like I am. I said, all right, let's do some Google ads. All right, so I did some Google ads. And Google ads, what do we know about Google ads? They're very expensive, okay? But they work. I got a couple of deals out in Hampton. I did a couple of sub two hotel deals, right? Not so bad. I bought a house sub two, like literally no money out of pocket. Listed it. I actually brokered it. Made some commission money. Made some hotel money. Not so bad, okay? But here's the problem with Google ads. They're very, very expensive. You're talking about four, five, $600 per lead, okay? So let's imagine that I'm at, and this is kind of what happened, what kind of pushed me in this direction, right? So I'm at the table talking with one of the people that I ended up buying their house sub two in Hampton. And the phone's ringing, and I got it's a lead. I got like two leads. I got like $800 worth of leads while I'm sitting in this person's um, kitchen and we're going over the deal, right? So I get out and I call and I can't get a hold of either of them, all right? I never got a hold of them because by the time I got a hold of them, they were already with another investor. Okay? Google ads give you really, really hot leads. These people that are in market, they're on the computer saying, I need to sell my house fast, help me, help me, help me, help me. All right, and they're just filling out forms. They're going, Google gives you what, 8 or 10 websites on the front page, and they're filling out all 8 or 10. They're like, I need help. By the time you get to them, right, they're already with somebody else if you take more longer than like 30 seconds or a minute. Like I said, I'm a solopreneur. All right. When you text me or call me or email me, you're getting me, not some VA, not some acquisitions manager, not some, right? So when that lead comes in, if I'm with a client, if I'm in the bathroom, if I'm asleep, if I'm, playing tennis with my kid, if I'm doing something, right, I can't get to it in 30 seconds or a minute. I'm literally rolling up $500, $600, smoking it, all right, throwing it out the window. Then I found the correct way to do Facebook marketing. Okay, interruption marketing. I'm getting a hold of somebody who needs to sell their home, but they're not looking right now, which means I'm the only person they're dealing with. Okay, so I started doing Facebook ads properly. What did happen? Number one, I realized I enjoy it. I actually like this marketing bit, which is kind of why I'm here right now. Okay, and so we're filling out we're getting people to fill out our forms, and they're filling out a form, not just name, address, phone, condition of the house, price they want, when they want to leave, why they're selling. They're filling out a form. They're raising their hand saying, hey, my name is Joe and I have a house to sell and I need to sell it pretty quick. Okay. And so our CRM immediately sends out, a text message that says, hey, Matt's with another client right now. He's really looking forward to speak with you. When's a good time to talk? Right. And 90% of the time, or whenever, or 5 o'clock when I go off work, whatever. Okay. We try to get a hold of them really, really fast. We try to get to them in a couple of minutes, but sometimes you can't. And I can get to them 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour later and call and say, hey, this is Matt from Academy Home Buyers. It looks like you'd filled out a form on our Facebook page a little while ago about selling your property. Does that sound familiar? And they're like, yeah, that's me. And I'm like, all right, is this a bad time to talk? They're like, no, it's good. And we're rolling right into a conversation. All right, I'm not in competition with anybody but myself. Home run. Okay, home run. This is the game changer for the solopreneur. Okay, you will literally change your business when you find the lead source that works for you. All right, like I said, Google works, direct mail works. The problem is they're very expensive, and sometimes, like in Google, you got to be on them like this. You don't have leeway. Facebook and TikTok marketing, all right, gives you that leeway because you're not in competition with anybody else. All right, it's very rare that they filled out multiple forms. Now, in a little while, Facebook's going to start giving them ads from other home buyers, so you got to get on it. Okay, but right away, chances are you're the first one they filled out, and then they continue scrolling and they're looking at their grandkids. Okay, so they're looking to deal with you, and they're selling their house. Okay. And the leads are literally $10 to $20 per lead if you're going like in a wide area, a number of states, countrywide, or if you're going to, zero in on a city or a state, we're talking $50 to $80 per lead. All right, a lot better than $500 per lead for Google, and a lot better than 5 or 10 grand per mailing for direct mail. Okay, so if this sounds like something that might be up your alley, I want you to click below. All right. In this, I am going to teach you how to do Facebook ads yourself, really simple. Let me tell you, in like 10 minutes, I can teach you. This isn't some like technical thing, okay? You don't know where you're going to get your ad creatives? In here, I'm going to give you ad creatives, and I continue to make them. Why? Because I like it. I'm done doing crap I don't want to do. I'm doing stuff I want to do. I like the ad creatives, all right? You don't know the ad copy, right? I'm giving you ad copy, and I'm going to continue to update ad copy. Why? Because I enjoy it. I like it. All right. Again, I'm only doing the stuff I want to do. I'm too old to do stuff I don't want to do. All right. You need a privacy policy in order to do Facebook ads. I'll give you my privacy policy. If you don't have a website, you can put it on a free website. Go to like Google and get a free blog page and put your privacy policy in there, and now you're compliant. Okay. I'm going to give you a built template for a landing page. All right. Why? Because I enjoy making them. All right. I'm giving you everything you need to go from zero to functional as a real estate investor. All right. Literally in 30 days or less. Okay. Literally in a couple of hours, but in all reality, it's going to take you a couple of days to implement some of the stuff. So if this sounds like you, click the button below, and I will hopefully see you in our private Facebook group where we do monthly coaching and sometimes more, all right, where you get to ask real questions about anything real estate investor related, particularly marketing. All right, I hope to see you in there. Until next time, have a great day.